got the combo. It's probably Vile Fiend over. Yeah. I guess we take this. Weapons are a bit weaker when you have life tap. So I've forgotten how good Scalebane was. The funny thing was is there's not a ton of data, but it's actually outperforming Vine Cleaver right now. The issue with it is just that there's so much weapon removal, and also the fact that we have life tap. So, because we had Vine Cleaver in our other Paladin-Warlock, and it honestly never did much for us. But maybe Scalebane is just better. That's part of the thing too, is that Scalebane might let you, you know, Scalebane into Balmaster or something like that is actually a way that you could hypothetically beat a Sneeds too. Go for it. Do we want a Grime Street Outfitter? I guess this is better because we have life tap. It's going to do the same on 2, but then it's going to make it a bit better potentially later. So I guess I'm down for it. We do have a dragon. Monkasaur. Kind of wish I had the Vine Cleaver now. I mean, this is still good. Oh my god, Abyssal's in the game. It's gotta be Panda. I feel like I might just take a 1 over this. I think I just want a 1 for Curve more than I want the Skulker right now. Dwarf works really well with Vile Fiend, actually. Like, Hogsteed's the better card, but I don't know, Hogsteed feels underwhelming a bit right now. Let's go for this. I do not take giant beasts right now. Yeah, I think Basilisk is a little weak right now just because like almost everyone's either a Warlock or they have a you know, ping hero power basically, so Basilisk is a bit worse. But the thing is that we just don't have any 3s right now. Well, now we have a 4. Do we ever go Abyssal? We could. We want Taunt though. City Tax is good. I may take it just because I don't want to have all neutrals, to be honest. It's one of the things is that they've made enough like good neutrals for Arena that sometimes if you prioritize them too highly, they you just have all neutrals. Step Abyss. Okay, we get a slightly worse version of it. Praying Villain is not bad, but we just don't need this. We have life tap, so we don't need to try to go for that kind of crap. Okay, we can't exactly hero power, so Argus is good. That is a broken card. How many suspects have you been offered already? I think because we have life tap, we just take the shopkeep. It would be a much harder decision. If we didn't have life tap, we might need the banker for value. But because we have life tap, I think we just take the shopkeep. We just want to be able to rush things down. This is fine, but it's also a beast. I think we just take the 1 for Curve. Package Runner is not the worst here. I think I'll just take the Initiate. That spell damage could matter with the City Tack. Take a Ping. Architect's fine. But maybe we just prioritize the earlier curve. Dude, look at the win route. Unwilling Sacrifice. More Lion's Guard. I think we take a Shadow Weaver. We still want 3s. I think with that we're basically good on 3s though. Okay, Blessed Goods. Consecration seems pretty good. How many crap legendaries have I gotten? I've had like, what, like 3 or 4 legendaries so far? And they've all been garbage. I think I might like Mukla more than Genzo. I don't even have a Keening Banshee to set up Chef Nomi. That's a good weapon. All you have to do is complain, and the game will give you what you need. Okay. Which one do we do first? Complain about never getting Sneeds, exactly, right? This deck might be able to beat some Sneeds, it might, yeah. Oh, oh, oh no. Oh no. I probably should have started with this. Okay, well, at least I kind of got rewarded. Oh, never mind. It's extremely rude. Where's our dwarf? We need our dwarf. I mean, we forced him to have to use that at least because of the buff on here. And now we just tempo this, right? And they thought 4 mana 5/7s weren't in the game right now. It's fairly good. Still, we want to play this, right? We definitely play this. 3 mana 7/7, by the way. Just play this over the tax, I guess. I guess I'm probably playing this over the 4. Yeah. Well, that's annoying.
Is it cold in the shadows? Where does the magic come from?
So we casually acquire spell damage for the city tax to kill all the trees. Seems legit. Help. Dude, if he has a whirlwind there, we actually just lose. Actually, one off. We're not one off anymore. Problem solved. That was a great play for him, pretty much. I mean, if I was against a Paladin-Warlock, I would be like, there's no way he doesn't have... I would be saying there's no way he doesn't have damage in hand anyway.
I could have sworn it went back together.
So kill him by turn 7. Actually, he has coins still, so we have to kill him by turn 6. How do we do that? Through a Tar Creeper. Seems difficult. Given that this Tar Creeper kills our entire board. So the short answer is we don't. So that's what's sad, is that this game is probably actually just over for us. Which is absurd. That it legitimately seems like we've already lost. Mukla the counter to Sneeds. The one nice thing is that now that Corrupt isn't in the game anymore, I can stop getting triggered by my Siphon Soul not being 6 mana. Because what would constantly happen to me is I would have an elephant in my hand, and I would Siphon on 6, and I would be very salty. But now that literally just can't happen anymore. So finally the buff to Siphon Soul is actually a buff. Why on earth would you ever do that? That's why. Okay. Well, that's a good card. It might just be Scalebane face now. Oh wait, this was his deep run, so we actually don't have to worry about Sneeds now. Okay, so we do not automatically lose. Yeah, we probably just Scalebane, huh? I'll keep this in case it's good. Like, this would be a way to beat Sneeds. At least once they blow you out with Sneeds, you can, you know, tear them afterwards. So much missed healing. Imagine if this was printed in 2021, it would have a lifesteal. But is Scalebane better than Sneeds? When you have 2 of them? 2 mana, 10-6. That's fine. Nothing to see here. So the problem with this is that it's not a minion, so it doesn't get buffed by this. So do we actually toss it? I actually think we do. It's weird. Maybe I should toss that too. I say after mulliganing into another 5 and regretting all of my life decisions. Remember when I did not regret everything? And then he plays a peasant. And we cry. Okay, let's just get rid of that. To get a minion that we can buff. Remember when we hadn't lost the game on turn 2? Okay, so he's hovering this card. He's trying to... If he picks this card, it Sneeds. Okay, he's not picking it. Okay, so it looks like he's actually thinking. Okay. So I would say very likely it's not Sneeds. But he could be debating us. I'm thinking we may wait on this and just get the Vile Fiend out. I know. It's probably fine to just play this here. It's just that this isn't really a high value buff either. If I play this, I'm going to be playing Mukla on 3, which is probably... I mean, to be honest, we're probably playing that no matter what. If I just do this into this into this plus this, maybe. Okay, that's not good for him, really. If he does that, probably he's gonna play the Basilisk now, actually. Yeah, we'll definitely just play this. Because this isn't really any value out of the buff anyway. We may go Outfit or Coin Mukla.
Really, it's not too heavy.
You're paying for my discretion.
Okay, I can live with that. Imagine if he goes face and then we top deck Consecration. Play a 4/4 rush, or we can play a 6/6. I think this is fine. I mean, if he were like, even if he like double bananas this, he needs a ping to be able to deal with that. If he does have a, it is actually very rude if he has 2 bananas, and then if he plays 2 bananas and then he pings the 1/1.
I must move quickly.
That a good draw? Yeah. Wish I had a better answer, because like we could have value traded that, but like it's just we don't have the ability to deal 1 damage. Well, it's too bad that our nesting rock removal doesn't summon a 3/4. Okay, so I mean, that's a good draw. Just putting people to exactly 16 in Lions Guard's meta. Oh, it's beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Why do I keep forgetting that they have Sneeds in their hand when we know that they have Sneeds in their hand? He's not getting super high value out of it, frankly, so... Still very bad for us. Well, we have a plan now. Okay, I think we lose chat. Trading 9 damage into a 1/1 against a Warlock. And we're losing to this. I should probably value trade, actually. Just hope nothing bad happens. So I didn't have to Argus. I could have Wandered, maybe. At some point we'll draw Tarim, right? We'll draw Tarim right after he plays a bunch of Silver Hand Recruits. God damn it. Why do I always do this, chat? You know what we're gonna draw now. Okay, the prophecy wasn't fulfilled on this day. My 2 damage weapon can't even kill his 2-drop. We're also just straight up dead through Lion's Guard.
The victory is
Okay. It's like marginal if we keep this or not, I think. What I should be keeping track of, what I should be doing is keeping track of all the losses in this stream and seeing how many of them involve Sneeds. Oh, this card's just unfair. This card's just unfair, so... This is a way to beat Sneeds. Holy shit, he just ripped a Drain Soul in a 1-3? Okay. What on earth is going on? This guy must have the best deck anyone has ever drafted in the history of this game if he's playing like this. I may, this is a much worse tempo play. I think I'm gonna tempo this, and well, the thing is that put more tempo down right now, and then maybe turn 5 is gonna be tap into Bannerman. Then have a good turn 4, but then have a really bad turn 5. At least then we're getting more value out of this stuff. Hopefully we just draw a Scalebane. At least that doesn't work. Maybe he actually just drafted the best control deck ever. Nothing but removal. Alright, do we, oh, okay, no, I want to get that done. Okay, so the plan is to tear him next turn. Although the Mukla might ruin it, actually. Oh, actually, we just Righteous Defense, don't we? Yeah, this card's like totally fair and balanced. Okay. Alright. So, Warlock does have Defile, right? I guess like he might have Brawl. He's playing like a Giga Hyper Control deck. He might have Brawl, he might have Defile. Warrior has some other Mass Clear, I think. Or he just has nothing because he used all his removal. Fair. I forget, didn't even like... No, Cobalt Scalebane... I forget actually. Did it have a... I think it might have even had an offering penalty. I don't remember actually. How do we have nothing but spells in our hand? Imagine like comparing this deck to the last deck we played with. Like, what the hell? Okay, I guess we'll coil first because we might hit Argent Squire. It's unlikely, but it could happen. I mean, okay. One of these things is not like the other. Okay, it's kind of bad. Do we still play Basilisk? Get this down, I guess. I think I'll save the city tax. We're against a hunter. You know, it might do something. One problem is there aren't many paladin spells that help us in this situation, but this lines up pretty nicely given the trades he's gonna want to take. Oh, this is garbage. This is pretty good actually, because Scorcher's out, right? This is good. This is a 4-mana 3/3 Divine Shield. Well, it's not actually that good. I mean, it's not terrible. We have Argent Squire. We know it pulls Argent Squire. And that's still just a 4-mana 3/3 Divine Shield, which is a mediocre card. It's probably better. Opponent discovers Sneeds. What's up, Arrow Girl? Check out this draft. We can look now. I might have to ban you for that draft. That is unacceptable. Okay, we are currently getting memed by a Replicatatron. It's not really a meme though, because it's just a very good card. But regardless, we are getting memed out of our minds. So maybe we go Stand Against Darkness first. And the problem is that like we just literally cannot prevent Replicat from spreading here. It's very bad for us. This Basilisk just gets eaten. At least it's still actually it's better than it looks, I guess, the Basilisk. It's better than it looks. Here's the thing, like if he's trading one, first of all, this thing has 2 health, so he can't just run both 1/1s into it. Also, he wants these 1/1s to get replicated. So, you know, we're actually getting value out of this more than you would expect in this situation. He might just have to take this trade depending on what he wants to play here. Or he just has the optimal card for the situation. That could also be the case. Surely he'll run out of 1-drops eventually. I mean, he doesn't even have life tap, so... Surely eventually Replicat will be awkward. Okay, he positioned poorly for this. Actually, he couldn't really do it the other way, so yeah. Okay. Now Replicat's screwing him. That's good. Forces him to push damage too, which is exactly what we want him to do. Okay, we're in pretty good shape now. I guess I think we're safe enough to tap here. Kill these. Before something bad happens. Turn we have Tyrion Burrow. Hopefully we fall below 15. He probably will push 1 here, yeah. We just don't have to play this turn, we can play Tyrion first. The one thing is that we give him kind of give him that Divine Shield, which we might not actually need to do, but we'd play around Deadly Shot to play 3 and 5 here too. So it's not the most unreasonable thing, but the thing is we want to get the Ashbringer out, because we also want to get the True Silver. Okay. Good luck, Mr. Druid Hunter. Imagine he has rips 2 deadly shots. Crushing Walls isn't in, right? I hope it's not. Imagine if Crushing Walls was in. It's not in, is it? I still haven't really looked through. I don't think it is. It is not in. Okay, can you imagine? The greatest Crushing Walls in the history of Arena. The history of any game mode, really. Dude, what the? I'm actually just gonna freeze this. So I don't want to miss any damage right now. But just do like the absolute safest possible play that doesn't involve missing damage. So like we beat Deathwing because we, you know, put him into lethal range. Feels like the only way we could lose probably, well, I mean he could have 2 silences and quick shot. But he would have already silenced, so the other way would be Deathwing and not putting him to lethal range. We're against, he doesn't have ping hero power, so I feel like Basilisk is worth keeping. Use me deck. I was promised things that cost less than 4 mana. Have we even drawn Abyssal yet? I think we saw it in Mulligan once. And I think we've never drawn it. Dude, I'm dying to a Wretched Tiller. You guys remember when this card broke wild? Pepperidge Farms remembers. This was like the first out of 7 times in the last year that Warlock broke wild. Oh my god. I think we actually start with this one. He can't even get silenced yet. Unless he has Hoot Hoot. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it kind of feels like he probably is like terrified of Galaka and he's like, kill this beast, get it off my board. I don't want it. I'll save the weapon. We could use a charge just to play around, you know, Snick, but yeah. If we wanted to play around Snick, we'd probably just tempo this instead of the weapon. It's a pretty good Siphon. I think we just take it. Oh yeah, we play Tarim now. Alright, we'll go face now to threaten lethal. Force him to have something. Honestly, maybe I should have played the Lion's Guard over the Scalebane, because the Scalebane buff really doesn't help us here. So maybe I should have played one of the Lion's Guards. Okay. Well, wouldn't have really mattered, but the difference would be that we would still have Scalebane in our hand. Still doesn't really matter right now. Yeah, that's a bit annoying. But actually, a 4/6 Lion Guard is still probably better than a Scalebane here. Saving the Squire, I'm doing the tap because I feel like the, you know, Squire Tarim combo is a thing. Okay, Shopkeep goes in there. Can we get lethal off of that? There's no lethal, right? It's the biggest Paladin weapon. The biggest Paladin weapon is... It's True Silver, basically. The most efficient for going phase. True Silver and an Angling Rod. I think we just go for... Go for this. It's just that we don't have another... If we spend this 1 mana, we just don't have a good way to use our mana. Unless, like, if you get True Silver or Angling Rod, you could go face with them, I guess. That's not what he needs. The original Reborn. Drafted Tarim, yep. And I don't think we've played it yet. Okay, the problem is if we keep Blessed Goods, I mean we could get a Divine Shield minion and then buff it with Outfitter, but I don't know, like this doesn't make a lot of sense. So I'll keep the Outfitter I guess on turn 2. It's not great honestly, but it's probably fine to play on 2. We go this, into this, into this, into this. Getting the buff on the Shopkeep is really nice. Pretty good draw. If he plays like a 3-4. Do we even get to know which one he picked? Okay, he took the 12. Normally this is trolling, but right now you have to take the 12 because the adventure. If you're not aware, the adventurer is bugged. You just don't get the adventurer. So with this card, you can get a 3/3 on a turn delay, or you can take this basically. So this will be the one time that I do not flame everyone that takes the 12 damage. Okay. Should probably play this. It's kind of a problem. The Glutton basically automatically gives him the tempo that he gave up by playing a 3-mana do nothing. Now we are suddenly in a very bad spot. It's a good turn for us though. It's a little late for this. This is too slow. I think we just take hand. Yeah, it's a good turn. You learn that the hard way, yeah. We were actually offered a Dungar in our first draft today, I think. I still don't think I've ever actually drafted a Dungar. Imagine not taking 9. No. Probably just have to take this. Because we just need something to play right now. Dungar could be more valuable if you have Sneeds. It's true, yeah. Well, it's like still turn 8's a little late. Because Sneeds, if you actually have a drafted Sneeds, is like the turn that Dungar pops, right? So the issue is that you die the turn before Dungar pops because of how slow it is. We can also, yeah, I want to use the shield anyway because it's just gonna get popped by the Dungar. So it would be better to Adol here. So let's go. We're probably gonna tap Bannerman, Hand of Adol. Let's go hand first, I guess. That doesn't make any sense. Nice buff to hit. Did they completely undo the animation change? By the way, did they completely undo the multi-animation change? Because I've been complaining about that like crazy, but I haven't seen it. It seems like they just completely undid it. It's good if they undid it, because that was awful. You're tilted by the Glutton. Yeah, that's like the first good Glutton I've had played against me, honestly. I've been pretty good at dodging it so far, it seems like. Okay. We can go Abyssal Squire. Nothing looks too good. Double 4. Not that bad, but... But this seems pretty good. So he's blowing up the board somehow. He hasn't played a Deeprun yet. Ah, that is one way to blow up the board.
I could have sworn it went back together. Do you have an audience with the king?
Well, Sneeds fits perfectly with his mana, but all it does is it removes the Lion's Guard here, and then we can siphon it, so we'll actually still be winning. Should trade this probably.
Where does the magic come from?
Guess we lose. Oh. Cack wait.
My shield for Argon.
Never a second glutton. Oh god. I mean, I almost hope that I get gluttoned again just because I can make a very good, it would create good YouTube content for why, you know, Blizzard needs to, like, change something, like, now. You know? If it happens, the value of that YouTube content will probably be worth it. Sneeds and Deeprun, assuming it's totally random, which as far as I know it is, it's 3 out of 10. There's only 10 mechs. So there have been people that have been saying that they thought it's felt like more to them. I don't know that it is possible that they actually have an offering bonus on the Discover pool. I don't know that they do though. I wouldn't expect that they do, but it is possible. So, you know. If we tap, we can hit a Tarim, but we can also just die. The thing is that we kind of need to take 7 right here, and then we're just like so low. There's a couple decent hits, but we have a few really bad draws too. I think we just tempo everything.
Victory is
Yeah. Opponent had Sneeds. Good job. Like, I'm just emotionally distancing myself from the game right now because it's just like, you know, it's just, there's nothing I can do about it. It's out of my control. It's just happens, you know. It's just, which is shitty, but it's just what it is, I guess. You know, it's the best way to play right now because it's either I do that or I just don't play right now because without it. Rice Farmer, thanks for following. We can at least meme about it though. Right. We can do the best we can to meme about it. Is it possible to get 12 in this format? It is. You just have to drop Sneeds. Or you just dodge Sneeds. It's possible to do it by just not encountering opponents that happen to have it. You know? We need a slot machine sound effect every time Deeprun is played. That's a good idea, actually. That's nasty. I'm gonna go for the Shadow Weaver, I guess. I want to kill this 1/2 before I start playing my Basilisks. So much for that. We can go double 2 now. Actually,
I have things you never knew you wanted.
Conviction isn't bad. Dino Size, though, we could put Dino Size on Argent Squire and then have it get hard moved and be really sad. And we probably should just take Conviction then. Actually, thinking we... Yeah, actually, I think we take this trade. I was going to play this, but then I realized like I should actually just play the Basilisk, huh? That's pretty good. Dinosaur and Basilisk into Glutton, exactly right. Let me check the... There's probably a slot machine sound in the YouTube sound library. Because like they have a thing like that for like copyright-free sounds. Let me look if that exists. There's one that I can confirm is copyright free. I could just add that.
So where does the magic come from?
Play this too, but obviously it's not doing too much. This sets up Tarim very well. No items in the audio library that match slot machine. Yeah. I doubt I got DMCA'd for making a generic slot machine sound. Oh, that's unfortunate. Well, we can Conviction and Mukla. We should probably just tear him, I guess. I got a pretty good Dark Conviction. Discovering shaman spells. There's a lot of good shaman spells.
Really, it's not too heavy.
Okay, it's relatively weak. I mean, I just play cards here, I guess. I can start with Coilo. There's no synergies to really worry about, right? I'll just kill this, I guess, so you can't Brewmaster it. Maybe I play this over Mukla. Tap for Consecration. It's probably fair. Or that.
I must move quickly.
Reasonable. The problem with Mukla is that he gets to kill this. But at least we get a buff to Mukla then. Here's the thing is he's going to heal all the damage we do to him anyway. He heals for 4. Just pushing 2 damage, probably not relevant enough. There's the Consecration. I'm not even sure if I play this. I don't think I do, to be honest. I'm worried about like a Snick. I need something better than this. That is better. We need to actually start figuring out creative ways to take damage so that our Lions Guards will do more. Which we can start to do here.
For justice.
Got something to hide. I could have sworn it went back together.
Face me, you egomaniacal elect.
Egomaniacal Alec. Oh, he had the snack. Pretty good consecration. It's gotta be good enough. Let's go for the taunt protected 9-1. They never have Lions Guard, surely. Even if you had Lions Guard, he could tap, so. Okay.
Only a fool would reject that. What a new sacrifice.
Like, this does nothing right now. This is never gonna do anything. This probably does more later. It's like, I'm not even gonna play it right now. Okay, that's a good draw. We basically had to draw that.
Now let her end.
Okay, activate our Lions Guard. We kind of need to top deck the other Lions Guard. Did not. It's a good draw though.
Really, it's not too heavy.
Do you have an audience with the king?
I don't know. Maybe it did. I haven't looked at the pool. Blessed Goods was always very inconsistent. Those were all cards that were in last rotation, I think. All the options we got there. It's always been like that. And sometimes it just completely misses. This is a 4/4, right? So we can push 7 here. Maybe I could have also gone 4 and 5 here. That was probably what I should have done actually. I guess we could do this now. This is fine.
My shield for Arden.
Throw them out! No, I've got this.
Do you have an audience with the king?
Galbean's very good here, at least. It literally has to end the game though, and that's just probably not going to happen. But you never know. Yeah. That's just, I mean, that's just how it is in a meta like this, that your opponents are just always going to have better decks than you. It's just how it is, you know? It's just what's causing people to get to high wins is not, wins are almost like more than usual. Wins are just completely irregardless of skill right now. It's just entirely deck quality and discover quality, you know? Just how it is right now.